St Paul's Youth Forum is a church-based youth project that's grown out of St Paul's Church, based in Provan Mill, just a few miles away from where we are today in the city centre. It's a place that has described that my shit's worse than your shit, and so we can get funding for it. It's known as a place for gangsters, Arthur Thompson, and the ice cream wall, Paul Ferris, extreme poverty. But as we know, that's only half the story. And so part of what we've been doing is trying to change the narrative. We have our youth radio station, Bolt FM, which enables young people to have a voice. It goes out into now 5 different priority area parishes across North and East Glasgow. We have a studio based within the church that the young people designed and built themselves with the same equipment that you will find if you go into any commercial radio station. Recently, we were broadcasting from the Scottish Parliament, interviewing the Deputy First Minister as part of the Church of Scotland's Year of the Young Person event. We partner a lot with primary schools, and one of the things that I love about it is stealth education. We going to be DJs, but actually going to write down what you're going to say. Oh, I can't write that well, so Mum will give you a wee hand with that. Going to add up how long your music's going to take. I'm not a good accountant. Before the end of it, they've got qualifications coming from us that are SQA accredited, and they're able to say, this is my first certificate, this is the first thing I've done. Another issue that we are facing is poverty of access, and Black Hill and Bikes was created, bringing back a project that had been in existence in our church 20 years ago. It enables young people and their families to have access to bicycles, to be able to go out and bike runs, getting people in and around parts of our city that they would not normally get to. We provide a bike library, so you can get a brand new style bike to borrow, or you can fix up your own bike. And so we have people who bring their own bikes and ones that come from the local housing association that have been dumped. And so we will recycle them in ways and get them back on the road. It enables kids to be able to cycle to school and to the different events that they have in their week. It costs over £10 to get a family down to the city centre here on bikes. We're able to provide it for free, a huge amount for their families. This is young Hubert, cycles to school every day. The back of our church was a bit of a state. There was not very much going on in it, and it was pretty dull. And another area that we've been looking at is food insecurity. So we decided we would start to grow our own food, and we would start to host meals together. So instead of turning up for a bag of parcels in tiers, what we say is, come along and eat with us. Jesus seemed to do that quite a bit, and so we quite enjoy sitting down with folks. We recognised that fruit and veg was really difficult to get hold of in our community, so let's bring the mountain to Muhammad. And so we bring in fruit from the local fruit market and sell it at cost price. And so the young people are able then to make sure that people have a real choice in their food. And because we are good Christians, we know that we like to party. And Jesus gives us that excuse. So we invite our community around as often as we can to take part in food with our pizza oven. And I think every church should have a wood-fired pizza oven. Under £1,000, you've got a pizza oven. It costs us £10 a week to feed 40 people. And so it has been a big thing. This started off through the health element of our Go For It fund. But the main bit that our Go For It fund had been to deal with was around our Diversionary Project. Young people flinging bricks at buses was what the main option was on a Friday night. How can we challenge that? So we give them some opportunities to go away. This was Mull in the summer, and an amazing opportunity for young people to get out of the city and to go and explore new things. And by listening and working alongside young people, we find out what they want to do. And so these are some young people that we were across in Zambia with this summer, exploring how we can take the good news stories from our communities and learn from each other. 5 different churches involved in that from Scotland. But what we were quite surprised at when we started to get involved with Go For It was we needed to give good, solid evidence. And this is our youth crime statistics, that when we started to look at stuff, our youth crimes were 116 per month. Per year, it changed down to 2, 97% reduction. The church has been really at the heart of our community. And one of the phrases I love is that young people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. We can get a lot done.